Hey guys, how's it going? So, here's the update, but real quick before I go into it, because also this is going to be a long one by the way, because we got a decent bit of patch notes. But for downtime in the hangar, we're moving the podcast to Thursdays now. It's going to be at the same time, so 7 p.m. Eastern. And so yeah, there's that. If you want to come check us out, that'd be awesome. We chat about things GBO2, so we'll be talking about these buffs and stuff and what we've had, a chance to play by tomorrow and see what kind of changes have happened. I've already got to play against this, and here we go, the Super Gundam. Pretty legit. The problem that I have with it, and I really want to roll on it because it's pretty cool, is that it is space only. Now, the weapons it has is pretty cool. It's got a beam, works just like the Hyzak Custom, so normal stagger for just shooting it, and a heavy stagger for charging it up. Pretty legit. I mean, I can see why it's space only, by the way, but man, it would be awesome to have another really good 550 support on the ground. Other than that, though, it's got a really cool mechanic, which is this meteor. So it shoots out a mimic the meteorite emitted from blah blah blah. Okay, so you shoot it, it's the little fake stuff that they do. So it just floats, kind of like a heat A bomb, and then it blows up. If it hits somebody, it staggers them, which is cool. The other thing, though, that it does, which is really amazing. So here you say, here's the radar, right? Here's the radar, and you're here. Well, you shoot it, your arrow starts moving, but you can be moving this way, but you're invisible. You're not on radar till this thing pops, and then all of a sudden this pops, and then you appear over here. So that's a really cool mechanic. It's kind of like its weird stealth decoy mechanic. So you shoot it, it looks like you're moving this way, but really you're running away from the raid. The raid comes over, and they just see a meteor, and boom, they get hit in the face with it. Or they just look at it and they be like, oh, come on. And then they start running around. So that's pretty cool. I was afraid that you would see two arrows, and I'd be like, well, just go after the fastest one. But your arrow doesn't exist. This is the only one that shows up. So really cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch the video, checking out what it does here. Hopefully my internet holds together. Okay. Because I kind of want to see this thing's counter. Forgot what it looked like. I did test it. Oh yeah, oh, the missile pods. They are insane. Okay, cool little swing. Has a nice little thrust on it. Forward. I got attacked by it. Okay. Wait, did they not show the counter? Oh well. I might have missed it. I think it's just like a normal kick or whatever. But anyway, the missiles. So they stagger at about like a third of them. There's 28 shots. They do a ton of damage, and they have ASL. So yeah, I'm just saying, you hard stagger somebody and then ASL missile them to death, they are done. It is crazy DPS. And it's pretty easy to get the stagger too. Definitely kind of like what I would hope the SML actually did for how many missiles you have to hit somebody with. And then there we go, we have the normal suit there, and we're getting a level 3 Gundam Unit 4 and Gundam Unit 5. So that's 550 cost on both of those. And this is what's kind of making me tempted on which one to spin a 10 spin. I do have a 10 spin. I don't know whether to go for this or for the super. Kind of can't make up my mind on this one. But anyway, next one over. Here we go. So they're showing it here. The banner. So there's a banner that you can roll on for both of these level 3s. A really cool picture there. That looks really awesome. And also they're putting the Beam Saber level 3 in there for both suits. Okay, here we go. So we know that's in here. And here's the Assault Gun Tank. Now the thing is, it did just get nerfed, and I've already looked at it. It is a pretty big nerf. Definitely going to feel way worse than the Hildoffer now. But the Hildoffer is also getting hit with pretty much the same thing. So that's kind of why it's a big oof, because I still think the Assault Gun Tank is a bit worse off than the Hildoffer, and they should up its health anyway, at least. They shouldn't have probably nerfed the health. But they're both really strong suits, maybe OP. So actually, maybe the gun tank's balanced now. So the Gelgug Marine level 2 is in for the ticket store, and It's a really good suit. I think it's awesome with a beam rifle. Pretty cool addition. And now an easy way to get it. You've been saving up tickets. And then here we go. We got the normal suits in the ticket store, I believe, what that is. So that's cool. And oh my gosh, if I can clip it, given my internet actually being able to download it stuff, but I might clip it and add this reaction here. I don't have it. I definitely don't have it. Actually, no, I can't. Oh! Well, there. That's a noise I made. But if nothing happened, then yeah, that's because I couldn't get it to work and my internet's just crapped out. I actually had to end the stream because it just died. But the heavy Gundam, oh my gosh, thank you. Finally, I can get it. I've been waiting to get it with tickets, which also means I can go ahead and spend my tickets on something, on whatever I decide sounds cool next. But I can now buy this with DP. It was in, now maybe I missed a day, maybe I had a doctor's appointment or something and I just missed that day and just didn't play. But all I remember, and pretty much I checked it every day that I could that I was on stream, every day, checking the ticket shop. I did not see this thing hit the ticket shop except for the first 2 days that it was in there when they first put it in. It's kind of annoying, but now I can finally play it. This is going to be one of my favorite suits. If there is a cost I can use this at, you're going to see me using this. They recently buffed it again, which just, I can't wait to get this thing. I just need to get 106,000 DP is how much it is. So, looking forward to that. Correction items, we'll go over that here in a second. That's going to be a long list. Here we go for the special rules. We got mix-up on the first day, mix-up and simple battle alternating on the second, and mix-up and shuffle target alternating on the third day. So here we go. The next ranked scheduled, I'll go ahead and go through all three because I kind of just showed them on screen last time. But coming up Saturday? I think this is our Saturday. No, I think this is our Saturday morning. Again, these are all morning time, so I think this is Saturday morning. Which would be, I think, 7 a.m. Eastern. So again, check this time just to make sure. But I think this is 7 a.m. Eastern. Basic 550 resource satellite 6v6. So we are in space, 550 space. I feel like this is going to be the super because I've already fought against it as a Zeong. It is pretty strong. So the super. 5 Zeongs or 4 Zeongs and maybe a Yakushiki. That may be the comps that actually take this one and really push hard for those points. Next week, though, we will have 400 cost crash site, so impact site, 5v5 ace match. That'd be kind of cool. Definitely like the 400, 450 range cost. I think those are really good right now. 400 I think would probably have been the better cost to have ranked, but yeah, I've already kind of ranted about that on the last podcast we had and probably on stream way too many times. But anyway, the last one, 450 simple battle, which is cool, on abandoned city, whatever it is. Yeah, the city map, that not the ruins, but the one, I think it's abandoned city. For some reason that doesn't sound right in my head. But anyway, 4v4 simple battle. That'll be a lot of fun. Those are pretty much anybody's game when you get to that kind of deal. And that cost is actually pretty reasonable for newer players as well. So help out your clans. Get in there. By the way, clan plug real quick. Magnum Gaming is recruiting. We need more people. I need to kick out some inactive people. Actually, one guy just sent me a message saying, sorry, man, I quit playing the game. Going to kick me out. I should have left. My bad. So, yeah, I'm going to probably take care of that. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, MNG, that's capital M, lowercase n, capital G, Magnum Gaming, recruiting, doing rank, trying to get that Assault GM. Looks pretty cool. It's a raid, has a railgun kind of thing. It does not take a knee stagger, so it's just the normal stagger, not a super heavy stagger. I actually don't know what that's technically called. But anyway, it then can go in and melee, and you can shoot while moving. So, pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Let's go in the big patch notes. So, since we kind of went over some of them on stream, here we go. Let's go down the list here. So the good flight test type is getting a health buff, thruster is getting increased by 5, and it's getting whatever this is. I guess is moving left and right is better. It just moves faster left and right. Maybe it was way too slow when it moves left and right. I know some suits do kind of move left and right pretty slow, so it's easier or harder. Supports kind of suffer from this quite a bit. Their forward speed is normally better than their side speed, just for dodging things. So anyway, the Vulcans are getting a larger ASL range, which is pretty cool, and the leg rockets are getting damage and a better hitbox. So this was the same text that was on the Gelgu cannon. So I think this is a lot in this list. So better hitbox, which is pretty cool. I don't know, some of the rockets and some things that explode also do some area damage, so I don't know if you can hit the ground next to somebody and do something with these. That'll need testing. Same with the Zuda F down here where it says that. I wonder if you can actually hit the ground next to somebody and stagger them as well. So if somebody could find this out, let me know in the description or in the comments of wherever I post this, like Reddit or whatever. Okay, next. We have the Zaku Desert type, which is a very interesting suit. It pretty much falls off and I never see it pretty much at all. I don't think I've seen this thing played since, I mean, pretty much first few months I played the game, and then it kind of just disappeared. I used to use it because that was the only thing I had, and that was pretty much it. So now they're trying to bring up the higher levels. So level 3 is getting 750 health, giving that 12,250. Level 4 is getting a full 1,250, which is cool. Bringing it to 13,000. Level 4 is also getting thruster increased. This is weird. Either this is a translation thing or whatever. We'll have to wait to fully clarify when they finally do the English translation. But there's a weird 150 number here. Don't know what that is. And the level 4 is also getting leg shock absorber 2 from level 1. Zuda F. I know somebody that I commented on their Reddit post said they really wanted to see the Zuda buff and Zuda F. Well, Zuda F mainly, and then they responded. So I don't know if he's seen this yet, but I need to respond to him again saying they also buffed the Zuda because it's later down. So, spoilers. But anyway, they increased the health by 1,500. It definitely was pretty paper thin and was easy to take out. Fighting correction, so that's melee damage, is now 25. That's pretty cool. And this is at all levels for all of these. Speed is 120 now from 110. Increased speed when moving at high speed. So, cool. That's pretty legit. Power for its gun has went up to 2,300. Now, I'm guessing this means how much ammo it has. So now it has 4 shots. Now, weapon reduce the reuse time after use. Now, I was thinking that might be reload, but I think that's the time. So you fire, that bar comes up, and then you can fire again. If it has 4 shots now with 300 extra damage, and you can fire it faster, that is insane for this thing. That's going to make this thing a monster. I can't wait to try it. I've got one of them. I think the level 2. Then we have the armament rigid time, which I think that's when you're moving and you go to shoot. You have to stop, fire, and then you can move. I know that kind of messes with some people. But I think that's what that means. It's either that or they're doing stuff with the cooldown, and that's the actual bar right there with the rigid time. But I think the rigid time means you plant, shoot, and then you can move. And they also gave it a better range and hitbox. So again, we'll see whatever that means. Power GM. So it was actually used quite a bit in ranked. I'm kind of interested. It's kind of interesting that they buffed it. So the level 4, which was what was used in the ranked, went up 5 speed. So now it's 130, which actually kind of brings it in line to where it should be really. And the leg shock absorber level 2 is now increased to 3. Then we have the Rick Dom. Really interesting, lots of text here. So what I could make out about it, it's quality of life movement. So right here, left and right movement is better. The amount of movement due to inertia, so I guess that's the drift it does, stopping the movement of in ground, so when you're stopping, going back and forth. And the movement from a high speed movement when you're boosting, going back and forth. Because, they drift, they're DOMs. And the direction movement of the ground adjustable slippage during switching to improved mobility. So I think that's just all around movement, quality of life. I think they're just putting this on the Rickdom first. Kind of curious why they're doing it just to it. I don't know if it has something weird about it, but I'm going to probably try to, at least on stream, play around with both these at some point here in the next day or two. Probably maybe tomorrow before the podcast, and that way I can kind of actually say something about it. And then the high mobility Gelgoog level 2 got a buff, and I think it kind of needs a little bit of something at level 2, and they just kind of gave it some better numbers, which is nice. Level 1 I think is fantastic. I think the level 1 suit is almost OP, but level 2 starts falling off. The increased HP is by 500, so 16,500, and they up the speed to 135. Reload time has been reduced for its grenade and the damage for the level 2, so I'm guessing the reload time is on both, and the level 2 has been increased, the damage has been increased from 945 to 1000. Okay, now we go into some ports. So there's the generals. The supports, the Zaku Sniper, which is kind of interesting. I've played this a couple of times. I like it in space. So kind of cool. 45 to 50 for the thruster, and 100 to 110 for speed. And the front maintenance support system 1 is now level 2. I think that's where it helps your teammates respawn and you respawn. It helps everybody respawn faster. I'm pretty sure that's what that skill is. Anyway, Dom Cannon Multi-Gun got a buff, and man, I definitely want to try this thing now. I liked it before because it was kind of fun just to brawl, but it kind of had lower DPS numbers, so you're more of a stagger suit that's there to kind of help out and combo with somebody. Now, it might have potential to be its kind of own standalone thing. So, we got speed increased to 135, that's cool. Level 2 of it gained 1,000 health, up to 16,000 now. And the multi-gun that it has, the twin cannon, it has from 6 shots to 8 shots now, and the reduced rigidity time. So I think that's when you got to stop, shoot, and then you can move. That's why I was kind of hoping that was that bar, because then you could like probably bazooka and then shoot the cannon, but I'm pretty sure that just means you don't have to sit still as long. So that's pretty nice. Now this one surprised me. Full Armor Type B got buffed. I think it's a fantastic suit. Every time I got to try it, I really want this on my main account. Like, it is a fantastic suit. Even with hardly any parts, I've done well with it on alt. So, reduced reload time for its cannon, and the increased stagger accumulation, reduced rigidity time after using weapons. So they got the reduced rigidity. So there's that again. I'm just curious what this increased stagger accumulation is, because I'm pretty sure the 360mm cannon is it's just main cannon. So kind of weird. That normally just staggers, right? That doesn't, I don't know. That's just weird to me. I just wonder if it's got a higher stagger accumulation for, say, maneuver armor now. Like, I wonder if you could break maneuver armor, or you shoot that and then you shoot it with anything else and boom, they're staggered. That would be kind of crazy if it could do that. So we're gonna have to test around and see what that change is. I have to find somebody that has one. The multi-missile launcher reduced reload time, and the hitbox for them is better now. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's amazing already what it is, and having reduced reload time, yes, please. Okay, moving on to the Hildoffer nerf and the Assault Gun Tank nerf. Again, feels bad for the Assault Gun Tank. Hildoffer is probably still in a decent spot, and you can definitely go with it. I mean, Hildoffer's already way OP. So, yeah, no arguing that. But the level 1 HP is reduced to 16,000. So they're making a main point that it's the level 1, which is kind of interesting that they're not saying level 2 and others. So I don't know if the level 2's health has changed, but the level 1 specifically is down to 16,000. So this could be good for the 451. It still might not have taken as big of a hit because of this. But yeah, So 400 cost, definitely the health is down. 450 questionable right now, but I'm pretty sure it just means only the 400 cost. Anyway, also the speed in tank mode is down by 10, so now 170 on the level 1. I'd be curious to know if the level 2 has 180 still. Kind of interesting that they lowered it for the level 1. And they adjusted the movements, or adjusted the speed of movement of time, assault gun form retreat. So I think that means they reduced the amount of time that you're going to be in it by increasing the gain for thrust. So I think that's what that means. Still kind of confused, but I think that's what that means. Again, hopefully we get some English notes that actually easily clarify what that means pretty soon. I might even tack on the notes when they come out if I can find them in the description. We'll see. But anyway, here we go. The secondary weapon, 30 cm gun HE shell. That is the AoE, the reuse time after using it. So that one's been adjusted. The big stagger that knocks someone to a knee, they adjusted the level 1 weapon power down. So that's kind of interesting. So it says level 1 weapon power. I wonder if the level 2 is still the same again. And then the smoke discharger, which, I mean, that's cool, I guess, adjusted reload time and adjusted effect duration after using weapons. So kind of curious to see how that works out. That's not the biggest nerf. So Hildoffer still feels like it's going to be in a nice place. I might even see another nerf coming in the future for the level 2 as well. I just think both of them are still pretty strong, but it definitely needed this, and we'll see how it feels now. I have the level 1. Just played it before the patch, so we'll see what happens. And the assault gun tank, losing 1,000 health, so 15,000, which is 1,000 less than the Hildoffer at level 1. Again, these seem to be level 1 changes, so 170 speed as well. So same movement stuff that the Hildoffer did. So there we go. And then it gets 1,800 damage and adjusted at other levels as well for its main gun, which is kind of rough because you don't have a hard stagger. You have a lot of weapons, but you don't have a hard stagger, and a couple of them are really hard to hit, or even take people being really still or on the ground to then hit. So kind of awkward there. That's why I'm saying this feels pretty gutted at this point. You have like one good combo and it doesn't do that much damage overall. The Hildoffer's main big cannon with a follow-up stagger to the AoE shell is just huge amounts of damage. Pretty much free combo every time. And yeah, then the smoke thing happened to this as well, which is kind of like cool. And actually, at that point, I forgot it even had smoke. Oops, my bad. Let's see what else we got. So raids, here we go. So the Unit 5 got Force Injector added to it, level 1. So that's pretty cool. Now here we go. I'm really interested in the goofs because we got the goof. Let's see. Level 2 gained 1,000 health, so at 13,000 now. Level 3 gained 1,500, 14,500 now, and level 3 also gains it's now 135 fuselage speed, which is weird that they put it like that. Okay, that's weird. It's got speed now. It's 135 speed. It's fast. And then it got quick boost level 3 now instead of level 2 at level 3. And they increased what's that? Level 3 rise to 15,000? That's weird. Okay, that's actually kind of weird. I'm going to have to look in game to figure out what that means. But then the level 4, so again, you can do a lot more with the higher levels now, which is kind of cool. Level 4 of it gaining the 16,000. Actually, kind of looking at this, I feel like these are typos. Like the level 1 is 13,000. Level 2 is 14,500. The level 3 is the 135, or yeah, and the level 3 is the 135 and 15,000 life. So I am in the game technically, so I can go ahead and just check the level 1. Okay, looks like the level 1 goof does not have that much health. The level 2 is 13, so okay, and confirm that. Whoops. So back to this. That is level 2. That's weird. Do we have a level? I don't think we have a level 5 yet. So I don't know what that level 3 rises to 15,000 means. Kind of awkward. But anyway, moving on though. 135 speed for the level 4 as well, and 65 to its thrusters now. We get quick boost level 2 increase to level 3. Level 4 also gains leg shock absorber level 3. So we're gonna see the same with the Goof Custom, but here, let's see. Look, we got the finger guns. Level 2 power increase to 130. So that's to 10. We have a 19 increase to 145 at level 3. We have a 23 increase to 155 at level 4. And I don't know what this is. It's going to show up on a few of these. Reduced blurring caused by rapid fire. I don't know what that means, but actually, you know what? I've got an idea now. I wonder if that is the stagger accumulation. That would be interesting. Does that mean... I think that means either it's faster to stagger somebody or it's slower to stagger somebody. I didn't think that was that strong. I hope it's a buff. I hope that's really a buff instead of a slight nerf, maybe. Really hope that's a buff. Anyway, the heat rod, I'll try to test that out actually, because I know I used that in my tutorial kind of guide video. So we'll see how that works. Okay, heat rod increased the damage to 1,000 from 750. And they extended the time that the radar failure goes on. The Goof Custom also getting some buffs. I like these two suits. I'm definitely wanting to try these out. So, the level 4 of this, so this is the 500 cost in ranked. It pretty much got wrecked anytime I saw it in ranked. So, yeah, definitely need some love. 250 increase to the health, so 17,500. Not too much, but hey, I'll take what I can get. 60 to 65 thrusters. Quick boost level 2 is now level 3, and leg shock absorber level 2 is now level 3. The power for the Gatling gun that it has, though, went from 80 to 100, and this is at all levels, so big super buff here. And then the range of it went from 150 to 180. That's really nice. And they reduced the blurring, so I'm hoping that's you can stagger somebody quicker now. We'll see. But rate of fire. I wonder if the rate of fire went up or something. That would be something to test. Anyway, now we got the Zagok and the Zagok E. So right and left movement, right, left, lower fighting attack correction. Sorry. So its claw got a buff. That's going to be percentage increase to its attack. I don't know what it was before. They didn't actually give a number here, but when you swing, depending on the swing, because of how it works, it actually has an extra bonus depending on what swing you're doing toward the target. So that has been buffed, which is already kind of insane when you get close enough. So that'll be kind of cool to see. Its missile, though, gaining ASL, increased speed per bullet. So missile speed is increased, reduced reload time, and I'm guessing this is where the blur kind of makes less sense. Disabled blur when using weapons during moving / jumping. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the blur thing is now. That's what makes me question it. But I guess we'll see. We'll have to test it, see what's going on. Yeah. Anyway, Zagok E now. Also kind of getting a similar treatment. Only we're getting more health. 16,000 health. I know a few people that'll be really happy with this. And that's at all levels. It's getting the same kind of increase. Now this is its resistance to melee goes up to 26. That's pretty cool. And that increases at other levels as well. And the skill maneuver armor level 1 is going to level 2. I know some people who are going to be happy about that as well. Right, left, and lower attacks is getting its same kind of increase that the Zagok did. Heat rate reduced from 40 to 30 on its beam cannon. The beam cannon is also getting a reduced recovery time on overheating, so it reloads faster essentially. Expanded hit judgment and improved, so better hitbox. Outstanding. ASL for its torpedo launchers, so that's pretty cool. And reduced the blur, whatever that means again, for while moving / jumping. Now this is the Zuda. It got a buff, so here we go. Level 3 aircraft HP increased from 13,000 to 13,500. Now, yes, this is level 3 and 4. I do feel like the Zuda does work at 250 and 300 already. So maybe you could justify a buff at 300, but so yeah, I could see maybe the level 2 getting some love as well. But definitely the level 3 and 4 need it for sure. So 13,500 health for the level 3, 15,000 now, getting a total of 1,000 health for the level 4, so 15,000 there. And speed has been increased at the level 4 to 110. The thrusters has been increased to 75, and they increased the quick boost from level 2 to level 3. So the last one here is the G3. The G3 I never really feared as a support, and after looking at this, I don't know if this is exactly what it needed, but it definitely needs some kind of love to help fight supports, because I don't fear it when I see it. I'm like, ha, I'm gonna blow that up pretty much every time. I'm going after the general and letting the raid kind of just wail at me. I should be afraid of the raid. So it's gaining maneuver armor level 2, which is really nice. It definitely needs that. And the power of its beam rifle is going up, which is kind of interesting, to 1,200. And that's at other levels, which is kind of cool, I guess. The heat rate, though, is getting reduced to 50 from 55. And I don't know what this means, but here's a change. Increased stray accumulation value, whatever that is, during normal shooting and focus shooting. But also, by the way, the heat rate for focus shooting has not changed at all. So hopefully that's enough to give the G3 a nice little boost. I still think it needs more than that, just saying. And also, on the note of stuff that needs a buff, come on, give the Slave Wraith some love. It needs something. It needs a second melee. Give it some help, please. But anyway, I'm a support player, and it feels bad killing that thing. I know I have advantage and stuff, but I even killed it when I'm playing raids. So, anyway, guys, this has been a really long one. Again, podcast is going to be Thursdays now instead of Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, same time, just a different day. But yeah, links and stuff, Discord, Twitter, Twitch will be in the description down below. Let me know what you guys think of all these notes, or are you happy with some of them, or you think some suits need more, whatever, in either the comments or wherever I post this video and you watch it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'm headed for bed. Thanks for watching. Peace.